the Clippers can't get away from this punishment. They're trying to like find loopholes to like get up out of this, and Adam Silver is just kind of cutting them off and was just like, okay, any team that want to help him take his punishment. Who was it, Dirk or Pooh Shiesty that was like, I need 6 informants. Overstood. Welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast, the only podcast where we do something different. The only podcast where we boycott Love Island while watching Love Island. You know what I mean? You don't know another podcast that disenfranchises a franchise while still watching that said franchise. You can't do it like us.
This is the worst show ever.
Are we the problem?
Yes.
Will we stop watching? No.
I mean, the show's finna be over. So, yes, we will stop watching because it's finna be over, actually.
But we won't boycott these next. You're not boycotting tonight. It's a vote. We're going to find out who get eliminated. We're going to find out who in the top 4.
I feel like I already know who's going to get eliminated. So,
but there's an inkling where you're like,
Nah, I already know who the top 4 is.
Nah, but like, I have a feeling that you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Actually.
I feel like you're wrong. I feel like black people have been rallying up.
Hey, no, they're gonna them two. They're gonna be in the top 4, but
okay, baby, we on the same page.
The one that's leaving is freaking
Zach and Kato.
Yeah, they're leaving because it looked like they did like a little preview and they looked like they were sad, so they looked like they were leaving. And then, they're gonna leave because nobody likes them. Yeah. That's simple. That's easy.
Absolutely. But this is a podcast for casuals.
Yeah,
you are a casual. This is the show for you. Love Island and sports. Where do you get that at? You can't get the best of both worlds, even though we're not talking about that show today. A dialogue will be had. Not today, but it will be. Well, let's go ahead. We do have some things to talk about, but first and foremost,
donations.
The bread up.
Here comes the money.
The bread up, yo.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Support us.
I've never heard that full song. Another thing, I don't even actually know what song that is. I don't know where that even from. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was.
I've heard it for like 2 years. I don't know where. I have no idea where that's from. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's from it's WWE. So like, you know how they all have entrances.
Yeah, that's WWE. I thought that was like Will Smith or something.
No. That's somebody's WWE entrance. It was actually, if we want to go deep into the lore, it was actually Shane McMahon's entrance. Vince McMahon's son.
And that's him saying that?
No, but like that's the music that comes out in the background.
Oh, who's saying that?
I have no clue who that is.
Okay, I thought that was like Will Smith. I thought it was from like a movie or something he was in. That's what I've been thinking. Okay, I don't know.
actually, it could be a movie it's from, but like it was, it happened to WWE, and like he was a bad wrestler. Didn't have no muscles.
I don't know nothing about no wrestling, so I was like, I didn't like it.
He was just there to like show off money, really. Like he.
Fair enough, man. What else?
And I was just, at the time, I was like, man, I don't like you, but it slaps. The whole song, when that beat dropped, I'm like, okay, I see the vision. But besides that, don't let Shane McMahon distract you from donating to some real niggas. You know what I mean? A real black business, real black entrepreneurs. But let's go ahead and cleanse out and put a real black voice on the man.
We do not care.
Mike Tomlin, we do not care. We do not care. First thing we do not care about. Something going on with the 49ers? Something going on with the Bay Area?
apparently, like, well, I'm pretty sure we've talked. I know we've talked about it like one on one. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it a little bit on the podcast about how that 49ers, their practice facility is next to like an electrical substation or whatever, and people because of that, like 49ers are also like probably the most. Them and the Ravens are probably the two most injured teams in the NFL year after year, and people have been saying like, with these electrical grids next to it and all these different radiations and the EMF and blah, blah, blah. This is why the 49ers players are getting injured. And now, free agents and other 49ers players are actually starting to believe that. And initially, the owner of the Niners, he was like, man, this is all fake. We don't care. We're not going to move anything. Y'all just need to shut up. But now it sounds like they're like, more than willing and more than open to building a new practice facility in a new location. And I just want to say, if they actually do follow through with that, and they also get less and less injured, that's going to be very funny. But I don't think it's going to affect how much they get injured. I'm not going to lie. I think it's just the Niners. I think they just cursed a little bit.
It's football, so you're going to get injured regardless.
Everybody's going to get hurt.
How much can I really care, man? That's why we have it on the list.
We do not care.
We don't care. Other things we do not care about. Infidelity. Don't give a fuck about that. But shout out to the Spurs announcer, Toby, for cheating on his girlfriend of 6 years. And his girlfriend had the great idea to say, you know what? I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose you on the internet. I'm going to let the whole world know that you're just one of them ones. One of them ones that cheat. As I share my screen. San Antonio Spurs broadcast. Oh, I called the nigga. Oh, his last name is Toby. Jacob Toby.
That's out. Better. Like, Toby's a tough name to have. Like, why would you go by Toby in this day and age? Jacob Toby is better.
Okay. Jacob Toby is out as a sports broadcaster after his girlfriend of 6 years accused him of cheating on her with the sister of Spurs player Lindy Walters III. This was posted on Instagram. This is my girlfriend of 6 years, but I cheated on her with Lauren Waters. Oh, added her name. Damn. So feel free to continue following me if you really think I'm a good guy, because I'm not. First and foremost, I need to know how old Jacob Toby is.
He don't look old.
He doesn't look old, for sure. But 6 years, that tells me everything I need to know. That woman was ready to get married. That woman was ready.
Yeah.
That woman was ready to get married. And he was probably pushing it off. And she was like, why not? Why are you not? You got the money now. What's going on? This is what's going on. People are trying to compare this, especially at my job, to Mike Vrabel. I say no. And I say calm down. First of all, they're married. There's levels. Second of all, you didn't lead your team to the Super Bowl. There are levels. There are levels. I would have respected it more if you compared him to Tony Parker, even though there are levels to that too.
I don't know. I feel like Tony Parker was much worse. That was his
much
team.
worse. I'm saying, like, what I'm saying is his whatever he got going on, I feel like he got overcharged. I feel like we didn't need all of this. He didn't need to get fired from his job.
I'm surprised. Well, I don't. I haven't been on Instagram. I don't follow his account, so I don't know. Like, I guess he probably does post a lot of Spurs content as far as like, because he is like an announcer, like the local announcer. So maybe his account is filled with a whole bunch of Spurs stuff, and like that's having that on his story is like unbecoming and all that. But like getting fired for that, I'm not. I do agree that getting fired for that is like stop cheating 100,000%. But I'm surprised they fired him for it. That's.
I'm saying,
I don't know. Like that's surprising.
They was treating this shit like Ime Udoka, and it was just like, it was just like, okay, and he had like no position of power, so like
that. Yeah, so that. Why did they fire? I don't know. Why did they fire him? Maybe
like it's not like a Sharon Moore incident where it's like, okay, like there's like a power imbalance. if anything, the person that he was dealing with probably has a little bit more power than him. Dealing that, you're dealing with a player's sister or some shit like that.
But also that player is a backup player. Like that player don't be getting in. So
yeah, that nigga can be waived tomorrow, and nobody would bat an eye.
he used to play for the Thunder.
Oh,
That's how I know who he is. That's why I've heard the name Lindy Waters before. I love it.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, like, he used to play for OKC.
I said I do not know ball.
He's like one of the only Native American players in the NBA.
Yeah, I was initially clowning this at the time when it was sent to me because I was just like, women don't be really getting like the gotchas that they think they get when they do stuff like this. Then he got fired, and I was like, whoa,
You know,
she kind of cooked.
yeah, no,
I wanted after that. I must apologize. I'm familiar with her game. Prayers up to that young man. You'll bounce back. You seem young enough. I'm sure with a good lawyer, he can figure this out because that was kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. But of course, I don't care.
We do not care.
Don't care. Real quick, last but certainly not least, O.J. Simpson will not be a part of the new Wall of Fame for the Buffalo Bills. For the Buffalo Bills new stadium that's supposed to open up opening night this season. They decided, hey, we're going to leave him out. A PR decision. I think, quote unquote, they're just trying to move past it. Jack's, your initial reaction
that's
to hearing
disrespectful.
such news?
That's disrespectful. He was the first player in NFL history to run for 2,000 yards ever.
Absolutely.
He ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games. No one's ever done that. Like,
Absolutely.
he did. Why would you take him out to? I don't know what he didn't do. The only crime he committed was he tried to rob some guys to get his Heisman back, and he went to jail for it.
A successful Terry and Arnold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't do anything else. Like, the glove didn't fit. They acquitted him. So I'm confused. I'm confused.
You're confused? I'm confused. One thing I will, the silver lining in this for me, I can respect that you waited till the nigga died. You know what I mean? Let him live out his glory. You know what I mean? Let him feel appreciated while he's on this earth. Give people their flowers.
I don't think he felt appreciated.
Give people their flowers while they still here. Let records still stay. And if they fall after you die, hey, look. Is what it is. I don't.
He was on that. He was on that show with Cameron and Mace, right? I want to know if they say anything about that. I want to know if they say anything.
I wonder. Yeah, because he was like an unofficial third member. Like they treated him like
a lot, right?
Yeah, he was kind of like how Joe Johnson is for like chat.
I think Joe Johnson's actually on that show now.
Well, like he's an official member now, and I feel like OJ was on his way had he not, passed away.
Fair.
He unfortunately died. Some might say fortunately, but it kind of depends on how you view that man.
He died 2 years ago. I didn't realize. Dang, I didn't realize it was that long.
Damn, it's been 2 years.
Exactly. I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
He died in April of 2024. I did not realize that.
Damn, that's actually kind of crazy.
And also, he was 6'3". I didn't know that either.
A 6'3" running back. Jesus, that's scary. Yeah, someone was like, "We got to start having uncomfortable conversations about OJ." I think they've all been uncomfortable. I don't think it's ever been a comfortable conversation with this nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
Not since the 90s, bro.
Nah, that's fucking crazy. But that's enough for the We Do Not Cares. Also, y'all keep your eye out. Y'all keep your eye out on Mitch McConnell. Just keep an eye out. We're not even gonna address it. Just keep your eyes out.
Bro, that nigga's
open.
Bro,
keep your eyes open, ears open. It does, we just in case.
They say he got wheeled to there was like pictures of him getting wheeled to the hospital this morning. I'm like, he's been dead for like a week, bro. Let's why are we still playing?
Some niggas say y'all gonna be looking stupid when he come back out here with a BBL. Nigga said- I was saying that's actually kind of crazy. Don't you ever put no bullshit on that nigga like that? That's crazy.
Ooh.
Getting stuck with a BBL sounds crazy.
At what, 80 something?
Watching this nigga freeze. All right, man. All right. Let's get back. Let's get into the topics that we were supposed to. We do care about. The World Cup, USA lost. Whoop de doo. Woo. You know what I mean? Y'all got us. Not only did we lose, we lost in terrible fashion. Got our ass clapped. 4-1 by Belgium. This is the same team that beat us last time. Last time we were ever qualified for the World Cup, they beat us. So we beat, we get beat twice. Yeah, USA not good. Nigga suck.
Have you seen all like the talk about like why the US isn't good at soccer?
I've been seeing a lot of theories here and there, but I mean, ultimately, everybody's coming up to me. I feel like everybody's coming to the same conclusions. Is that there's just more popular sports here? Like there's just more sports that are popular in the U.S. Like people talk about I forgot, there was this nigga in Norway. I think his name is Holland.
Oh yeah.
And niggas was just like, yeah, y'all need a nigga like Christian Holland. And y'all like that's the type of nigga that would thrive in the U.S. or whatever. I was like, nigga, if he was born in the U.S.,
he's George. This George like this
nigga,
George
that is an all-pro tight end, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
George Kittle or like Julio Jones or something like that.
Yeah, like nigga, especially the money that's being made today. Hell, I see that nigga play baseball. I would see that nigga play baseball.
Yeah, Aaron Judge, shoot.
Something crazy with the motor that he has. I saw a woman, and I'm not just antagonizing her, but she was just like, I mean, like, it's crazy that the men's team is just not good, but the women team be winning mad World Cup. So I'm just like, well, Title IX, nigga. I mean, respectfully, like, name me a woman's sport that's making buku bread. I think a lot of women are like, the WNBA are finally starting to get to that pinnacle.
But even then, it's still nowhere.
Yeah.
They won't touch the NBA money no time soon, I feel like.
But if there's not a lot of career options for women when it comes to professional athletes, and everything is kind of like equal level when it comes to playing or to pay, yeah, a lot of these women is playing for the love of the game. So they're going to naturally go to like what their strong suit is instead of what's making them money. Yeah. There's plenty of, there's probably plenty of football players that would probably be better basketball players, but they are plenty baseball. Oh, that's a bad example. There's plenty of
I think you're right.
Yeah, probably plenty of baseball
players who be good at football.
Yeah, there's plenty of baseball players that might be good at football or basketball, but they know where that money's at. They're gonna go where the money's at.
Unless you're Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Or Russell Wilson.
It do get like that. I know they were talking about Christian Pulisic. Forgot his name. I guess it's like our best player, but apparently he left the game due to injury. I think he tweaked his ankle. Something happened. Or he sprained his ankle, and niggas was just like, why didn't he fight through that? Really calling him a bitch ass nigga for real. You rest. You rest in the off season. You rest when your career's over, whatever. And unfortunately, I have to agree. Not to defend anybody, but it's just like, damn, like.
Granted, like I've been watching as a soccer aficionado and expert for the past 17 days.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's the best player for real. And two, I've seen, like I said, a lot of the stuff I've been hearing and seeing about why like the US isn't good at soccer is because like people are saying, oh, it's too expensive now for like for like the average Joe. Because keep it being like football, a lot of the good players are from quote unquote trenches or not from like good backgrounds. Same with a lot of basketball players, and like soccer in the US, it's all like you got to have like these $5,000 and whatever to play for these travel teams and stuff like that. And you need all this equipment and all these fees and blah, blah, blah. And only like the upper echelon of like the rich kids could do that, when as you can see from the World Cup, everybody who's actually good at soccer does not look like, everybody that's good at soccer in the World Cup is black for the most part. That's it. So that's why I feel like that's a lot of the reason. So
I feel like that's a cop out for the U.S. Like for the U.S. specifically, bringing up that money talk. I feel like it's a cop out in my opinion because
I don't think that other countries don't do it like that. Other countries, plays.
That's true.
Like,
that's true and all, but like hockey is fucking expensive. Like hockey is expensive as fuck.
But nobody cares about hockey.
We still and in the U.S. don't nobody give a fuck about soccer like that.
People care more about soccer than I do hockey.
But we do better in hockey than we do in soccer.
Because it's not soccer, but hockey is like an American sport, I feel like.
I don't know what it is actually, because I feel like Canadians run this shit. Maybe it's a North American sport.
Yeah.
But
Canada's American, nigga? Where the fuck is hockey from?
I have no clue where hockey is from.
All right, I'm finna Google this, then we finna move on, because we've been on this too long.
Yeah,
where the fuck is hockey from? Canada, Montreal. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it, but I mean, I think we can start small and work our way up. Like I feel like we can start small and be like, hey, put some more fucking goals out in these goddamn streets. If y'all wanna push it so much, there's a basketball court on every part. Add a net, nigga. Add a net.
What's his name? That's what Mamdani did in New York. He did like a new law, so now there's like a 24-hour soccer. It's not court. What is it called? Soccer field, soccer pitches, or whatever. There's that now in New York.
Yeah, for sure. Mamdani been on a roll, so I give it to him. But yeah, if the U.S. knows what the fuck to do if they want to excel in sports. Like any sport that they want to compete in for real, they have the resources to figure this shit out. To get your best athletes to do what they need to do.
But will they?
You know why?
We do not care.
We don't fucking care. We'll see y'all niggas in another 4 years.
As we
Fan Festival was lit though. Fan Festival.
We lose in embarrassing fashion again.
For sure. Now next. Brandon Ayuk, he's getting a little weird.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't think he knows what's wrong. I don't think anybody knows what's wrong with him. But Brandon Ayuk had all of one good season, and then lost his ever-loving mind. He got hurt or whatever. He had one good season. Was it 2023 or 2024? I can't exactly remember, but he had that one crazy season. Then the following season, he got hurt. And now he's just on social media crying. Not even crying, yes, but just I don't even know what you say. I'm just playing the video because he's just on social. He's just being weird. So I just gotta play the video. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right. So this is just he's released like multiple videos every single day. I think he dropped another one today. This just on his Instagram story, but this is
be like BA and his social media antics. Well, shit, I gotta get paid somehow because the employer holding me captive without pay. At least social media paying. I'll tell y'all what. I get a job back in the NFL, man. I'm still gonna be on my bullshit on social media. They be like,
brother, this is exactly why you're not getting another job in the NFL. Now, he's crazy. Made other videos this time. This whole time, he's currently with the 49ers, technically, but he wants to go and play with the Washington Commanders because him and Jaden Daniels are best friends, and these are the type of videos he's
internet shit, bro. Hit my phone if you gotta talk to me, bro. You got my number.
And I call nigga, he don't answer. Hit my phone, bro. It's important. It's the money on the line.
Like, a lot of his beef seems to be stemming from he got hurt while playing with the 49ers a season ago or maybe a couple seasons ago. And they say he didn't go through his proper rehab. And because of that, he never like healed properly. This is all what the Niners are saying. And he's obviously disputing that, saying, oh, I'm healthy. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And it's just been going back and forth. And now he's on social media saying, no, I will never play for the 49ers again. I'm never going to the facility again. I'm never doing this. I'm never doing that. And it's like, if he wants to play, and they're also, the 49ers, because of that, they're just like, okay, since you're not honoring your contract, you're not playing, we're just not going to pay you because we don't have to pay you because you're doing all this shit. And that seems to be his issue, but it just, for him to get reinstated and play again in the NFL, he has to file like paperwork and all these other things. And like I said, he's posted multiple videos like this on social media. I think one video maybe 2 or 3 days ago, he said, no, I'm not going to the 49ers. I'm not filing any paperwork with them. I'm never doing business with them again. And it's just like, if you want to play in the NFL, that's literally the first step you have to do to get back to everything so you can get your money again. But he's just adamant on not doing that and instead just going to social media and lashing out and yelling. And the thing is, like, Antonio Brown, he did this and he was able to do that for a little bit because, like, he's Antonio Brown, one of the literal, top 5 receivers ever. Brandon Ayuk, you had one good season and you're acting like this. Like, this is, and also the 49ers, they were successful without you. The Commanders were successful without you. Like, nobody needs you for real. And you're acting like this. Like, you're not going to get signed again. Like, you probably played your last down in the NFL. And he's not even old. He's probably like 29 or something.
Yeah, I think he's our age. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's 28. Yeah, he's our age.
Yeah, B-A spelled backwards is A-B. But A-B didn't what you talking about? A-B didn't leave like $100 million on the table. He may have, fucked around, messed over like 10 mil, 5 mil. But that's after he didn't already secured a big ass bag. And a lot of people, sometimes they give him a crutch when they bring this up. They always go back to that Vontaze Burfict hit and be like, oh, this is where it all went down from here. And I'm not excusing AB's actions, but it helps when we can trace it back to one crazy event. Brandon Ayuk, we don't know when this happened. Like, we don't.
Nobody knows why you're acting like this.
We don't know why you're acting like this.
Everyone is confused.
Some are almost, they're kind of on the brinks of calling this performative. Like, this really not you for real.
If it is,
you're not crazy for real. I don't get it. I think my line, I've been over this shit when he fucked over my fantasy football league like 2 or 3 seasons ago. I took that nigga thinking he was in the right mindset. Fucked me over. But after that great season. But I'll say that moving forward, it just kept getting worse. And people just stopped defending him. And then once he started talking about Jaden Daniels and his mama, I was like, you're not playing another down.
Yeah, I don't know.
You talking to a nigga like that was advocating for you?
Who you say is your best friend? And you talk about his mom?
You talk to your best friend? Don't you ever befriend me, nigga. don't you ever defend me. Don't you ever befriend me, bitch ass nigga. That's how you talking to people? No. I don't need friends like that.
With friends like Brandon Ayuk, who needs enemies?
I don't need a receiver like that either. I didn't know ACL tears contributed to CTE. I didn't know there was a correlation.
I really do want to know what happened exactly, but I don't think we'll never know.
Well, no,
We will never know because it wasn't even like he took no crazy hit or whatever. It's just he tore his ACL and MCL, and then he just
tweet out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with Brandon Ayuk, but maybe he'll get together. He won't, but whatever.
It's over.
Had a good run. I hope. I don't know. And he was in line, he was in line for a big contract too. Like that's the thing. Like he really did leave. Like
them
damn
niggas don't have no receivers over there in San Fran. You was gonna be that nigga. They got rid of Debo, even though he's like a running back hybrid type shit. But like they didn't have anybody. They got Christian McCaffrey playing running back and wide receiver.
Yeah,
you would have been. They would have paid you, nigga.
I'm looking at his career earning right. He's made $60 million so far in his work. As far as his contract, I don't know if he's been because I don't think he got paid last year because he just refused to come in. But he's made $60 million for his career is what it says so far. Like you could have made so much. Like that's a whole lot of money for sure, 100%. You could have added $100 million on top of that with a new contract, literally. So I'm like fumbling the bag in this way is I don't get it.
Fumbling in the bag and acting like you didn't fumble the bag is where you're losing me.
Yeah,
take some accountability, you nigga.
Fumbling the bag and then acting like everybody else is in the wrong when we can see, like we're watching video evidence of you in the wrong. I don't.
It's not even a sense. It's like with AB, it felt like at least when he fumbled his small bag, he came in this bitch acting like these niggas doing me dirty, bro. Like they robbing me low key. Like they know my talents. This nigga not even acknowledging. Like he acting like there's nothing happening. This nigga Brandon Ayuk, he not even addressing it.
And the thing with AB, like AB was old when he was doing this, and he still came back and played and helped niggas win the Super Bowl.
Won a Super Bowl, nigga. That nigga cold. Oh my god.
If he didn't lose his mind, bro, he'd be in the Hall of Fame right now.
Nigga, even if he did lose his mind, all he had to do was just keep his pads on. He would have been a Hall of Famer, nigga.
I feel like he might still end up in if AB, like he's not going to, but if AB can just somehow
let the right committee happen.
If
he might be dead. He might be dead and gone.
If he could chill for a couple of years and just be normal, maybe do a couple podcast appearances where you seem like apologetic and stuff, he's gonna get into the Hall of Fame. Oh, for sure. But he's not gonna do that because he's I don't fucking know.
He can put that shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have no words for a nigga like this. Get ready to learn Brandon Sorsby. That's all I have for you.
Yeah, well, let's go to the NBA for a little bit because there's some things happening. Mark Cuban, former owner of the Dallas Mavericks, who I feel like you think he's probably the most famous NBA, or he's not an owner no more, but you think he's probably the most well-known NBA owner?
From a positive standpoint, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so.
There's a list, and they're all in LA. They're all in LA, nigga. Bomber, the nigga before Bomber. That nigga Dundon right up there too. He getting up there.
Evil, but Mark Cuban, former owner of the Mavericks. He is now suing the current owners of the Mavericks. Patrick Dumont, I believe is his name, because he said Dumont has violated a handshake agreement that they had. And to that, I say, like, low-key, that's sort of your fault for a handshake agreement is not, like, Mark Cuban, you're a billionaire. You know you're supposed to get shit in writing. So, like, come on, bro, be for real. But the whole argument and everything comes from Cuban and Dumont. They agreed on terms of the sale to the Mavericks back in February 2023, and they made a handshake on it to agree. And the whole thing was that Cuban, he'd retain authority over the Mavericks basketball operations, while Patrick Dumont, he'd oversee all the business stuff, including real estate, trying to purchase an integrated casino in the stadium as well and stuff like that. So that's how Mark Cuban thought everything was gonna go. I handle the basketball, you handle the business. But Dumont, he didn't live up to this. And Cuban, he was mad for a lot of stuff, including the Luka trade. And when Mark Cuban sort of pressed him on it, Dumont, he looked at him and he said, "Why would I give you control of a $4 billion asset?" Which, once again, duh, nigga, if you want to do some shit like that, get it in writing. Because, yes, that's like, if I was Pat Dumont and I wanted to hold Mark Cuban, like, I'm not a hoe, but if I wanted to hold somebody, I'd be like, why would I let you have control over this $4 billion thing that you just sold to me? That's not how that works. So, it's very hard to feel bad for Mark Cuban. Even though I don't agree with most of the stuff. I'm not a Maverick fan, but I don't agree with 97% of the stuff they have done. But it's just like, you did it to yourself, Mark Cuban. You played yourself.
That nigga been in the game long enough to know this.
Yeah, that's a surprising part to me. I'm like, how did you let this happen?
Yeah, I think maybe you left your guard down. Maybe you see, this is what happens when you are, when you too busy multitasking. When you multitasking, you got too many, hands in the jar type shit. Like, you'll let some things slip by you. But I think it's a combination of, he also wasn't dealing with like a nigga that is known for being in the space too. Like, I feel like if he was having a dialogue with like owners that are in the basketball space, he would approach it differently because he know how shiesty basketball niggas are. I feel like this is like an arrogance thing where it was just like, oh, okay, like, this nigga don't know shit about sports. Like, this nigga green for real. If anything, Mark Cuban's like, I could fuck him over at any time I want because you don't know the game for real. But I'm not gonna do that X, Y, and Z. Whole time, that nigga's just a shiesty nigga in real life. I don't have to know basketball to pull one over on you. Like, all y'all got rich for a reason. Y'all didn't do it 100% ethically. None of y'all did it 100% ethically. If you can afford a basketball team, you did something that you weren't really supposed to be doing. You got away with some shit. Something happened under your watch. So I think that's what happened. I think he got blindsided because he was like, oh shit. Oh damn, never mind.
I feel like Mark Cuban should have done more research on who exactly he was. Like, I understand he did his research, but he should have done there's certain types of research you should have done to figure out exactly who you're selling this team to, because there's some things about this family that I cannot say on this platform, but if you understand what I'm implying, Greg, then you understand you can't. You should have known that was going to happen with some of them. We're getting involved with that. Yeah. We're getting involved with that family.
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like from Mark Cuban's perspective, it kind of feels like when you built a my player on 2K, and then you give the controller to your girl, and she just started doing random shit. She started deleting. Yeah. She started deleting the whole player. Hold on, wait. You.
They deleted Luka. That's what they did.
They deleted the fuck out of Luka. Didn't get no money back. And now you started from scratch. Now you started from scratch, and apparently you got mad VC to get you a Cooper Flag build or whatever the fuck. But it's just like that nigga Mark
already had the 99 overall build.
And that nigga Mark was like, I put shit on, I put you in a good spot, nigga. Yeah. Most people get teams that are in the gutter. Most people inherit, a Charlotte Hornet, early 2000s, a Trailblazers. Nigga, I gave you damn near the best player in the world, and we had just made it to the finals. Yeah, nigga. That I still don't feel bad for him, but
yeah, no. And also
I still don't feel bad for him. And this nigga, and wasn't it the same nigga that was out here writing dissertations on Twitter with Pablo Torre about another billionaire nigga?
We'll get to that later. But also, I don't feel bad because Mark Cuban, he's sort of stupid for selling the team because, nigga, they just went to the finals. What are you doing? Like this team is on top of the world.
He's probably
Why did you
tired,
do that?
bro. He's probably tired, bro. He's probably over it. He has a championship under his belt anyway. So 2 is not gonna make him feel whatever. Like I didn't have an issue with him like selling the team. Now had he never won a championship, I would have been like, oh okay, like that's pretty stupid. You want one with Dirk?
Like Mark Cuban is a diehard Mavericks. Granted, it's because he bought the Mavericks, but he's like a real deal like basketball fan, diehard Mavericks. So that's why I'm like, why did you? Y'all was finna get another chip. Like, yes, you have one under your belt, but I feel like you'd want another one. But
I was more. I mean, like I said, I think I was just more. I was more upset of who you sold it to versus you selling it. Because I mean, I'm sure like there's a lot that goes into just managing or owning a team for real. Like, there's probably things that he just probably didn't want to do anymore. Especially as he's getting older in life. Everybody not gonna be Jerry Jones and just do this shit till the wheels fall off. So I can respect just not giving a fuck and just being a pure fan while making money. But who you gave it to, like I said, we're not discussing that right now or ever. But if you read between the lines, why did you? Why them? Huh? Why them? But I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, they're billionaires. They'll figure it out. They got enough money to figure everything out.
Yeah, for sure.
But moving on, let's go talk some LeBron for a little bit because LeBron, he hasn't made a decision yet, and he's not going to make his decision until after the World Cup. To be honest with you, like I feel like I don't know. I just feel like everybody knows that for real. But hold on. All right. All right, pivot. But Rich Paul has been on his podcast, which I'm still confused as to why he has this podcast, but whatever. Anyway, he's been on his podcast with Max Kellerman talking about LeBron's destinations, and these seem to be the top 5 candidates for LeBron: the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Golden State Warriors, the Miami Heat, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Like I said, I've been saying it this entire time, he's going to the Cavs. So that's exactly how I feel on the situation. But I can tell you right now, LeBron is not going to Minnesota. I can say that right now. He's not going to Minnesota. Just because and not even because it's a bad, because Minnesota is probably the best option on here for him. But he's not going to Minnesota just because off the strength of it's Minnesota. That's it. That's why he's not going to Minnesota.
Yeah. It is with heavy hearts that I must say to Minnesota.
We do not care.
Don't give a fuck. Okay. You have 2 YNs. Be happy with that. Let's not get greedy. See what you have. Yeah. That seems like a horrible well, I'm not saying that's a horrible combination, but Brian at 41, I don't need him next to some 23, 24-year-olds.
No, see, I think they don't know how to drive in the real world, but they can drive to the basket. They know how to play basketball. They got sense. Or he's played with Anthony Edwards before. He knows Anthony Edwards has some sense. LaMelo doesn't have sense, but LaMelo can pass very well and he can shoot. So I think that would bode well for LeBron as well. I think that's a good fit for him. But like I said, he's just not living in Minnesota. That's really all there is to it.
If I had to rank it on where he's gonna go, I would say, where he want to go.
For me, it'd be in this order right here.
Nah, I'll put Minnesota dead last. I would move Miami up to 2, and then I would put Philly at 3, Golden State 4, Minnesota 5. I don't know where the Golden State hype is, in my opinion. If you're gonna go to Golden State, you might as well then just stay in LA. What are you gonna do in Golden State that you couldn't do in LA?
Play with Steph and his best buddy Draymond.
All right, man.
We do not care.
You see the name you didn't say? Pods. Come on now. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. But like I said, I mean, after 1 and 2, we don't give a fuck about 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
I think there's a big gap between 1 and 2 and then the rest of them niggas.
I think a big gap between 1 and then I think with 1, it's Cavs, big gap. Then 2, slightly big gap, and then the rest of them.
Now, if it was up to me, that nigga be in Philly. But that's not going to happen because I know the lore.
If it was up to me, he'd be at home. Because what more do you need to accomplish? Like, I get you still want to play. It's just like, dog, what more do you want? I don't think you're getting another chip, bro. No matter what. Like, you can get to the playoff. You might even get to the finals. But I don't think you're gonna be like if you're in the Western Conference, you're not getting to the finals. If you're in the Eastern Conference, you might get to the finals. But you're not gonna be able to beat improved Wemby. You're not going to be able to beat the Thunder. You're not going to be able to beat Minnesota probably if they get there. Like, I don't see it. I really don't.
Jackson Savannah James is two bad bitches telling each other exactly. She doing the exact same thing. I feel like Savannah James be talking just like this. I feel like Savannah James has a whiteboard just for a nigga like LeBron.
I feel like if Savannah told him I want you to retire, I think he would retire. I think she told him like this is gonna be your last year. But if she said like retire, he would retire. I feel like
she should have pulled that trigger 2 years ago.
She's really after the bubble championship. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, COVID was taxing on niggas, but I feel like LeBron wasn't expecting for his whole team to disintegrate the next year. Like he thought he had enough.
She should have pulled that trigger once he broke the scoring record. Be like, all right, you've done enough. Like the season, like it was the season everybody realized he was going to get the scoring record. She's gonna be like, all right, this is gonna be your last one. Get the record. Nobody's ever gonna touch that record and then retire. You've done everything. You don't need to do no more.
Play with your son. You did everything.
Yeah.
Maybe she likes the peace at the house. Who knows? Who knows, nigga? I don't know. It's not my house.
But Greg, have you been watching Summer League?
Absolutely.
Did you happen to see the AJ Devanza, Darren Peterson, that game last night? I did catch a little bit of that game. I liked what I saw from Darren. Darren Peterson, people were saying, oh, he's like Kobe. I see, like, he's like, I don't know. I feel like he reminds me of, like, young Ray Allen. Like, because I don't want to call nobody Kobe because Kobe is Kobe. I feel like you just can't really do that. There's some names you can't do. But, like, young Ray Allen with how he moves, I see like that. AJ Devanza, I don't know what I see him as just yet. I don't know exactly, but once he gets the 3-point shot, I feel like I'll have a better handle on like who to compare him to. But they both showed out last game when they matched up. Devanza had 27, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Darren Peterson had 24, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and also 9 fouls because you can do that in the summer league for whatever reason. But no, it was a good showcase of the number 1 and 2 picks. I will say that.
You know what I saw in these two? A whole bunch of that boy good, that boy nice. That's what I saw with these niggas. I don't really have a good comp for either of these niggas. Not that it's something, not that they're doing something that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
But it's just a sense of like, man, I can't really. They have such a good blend of like former NBA players that I can't really pinpoint where they lean more towards because they both have like very polished games. I think all 4 picks, like the top 4 picks in general, I think all of their games are gonna be polished because I think a lot of Caleb Wilson, like comp, they keep comparing him to like Kevin Garnett, and it's kind of hard to like visualize that because Garnett wasn't allowed to like shoot threes and shit. But but if honestly, anybody that's watching this, pull up some KG highlights on your spare time. I know you won't, but if you get bored enough and go do it, go pull that bitch up and watch that nigga shoot mid-range threes. That is the most aggravating shit in the world because that nigga's foot
one
is
step
on
inside.
the line, nigga.
I don't know how many points he left on the board because he would be at the 3-point line, open, step inside, and splash. I'm just like, if you took one step,
and you know what would be infuriating because it was him and Glenn Big Baby Davis that were doing the exact same thing. They would take one step out for the 3-pointer and clank that bitch hard as fuck. I'm like, oh, this is a mental thing for you niggas. Like everything in the mid-range, they're knocking down. They take one step back, clanks, both of them.
Because they grew up in that era. They grew up hearing big men don't shoot threes, big men don't shoot. It's just a mental block. They're like,
it was a
we
mental
don't shoot
block.
No matter what. I can't shoot the three.
It's like the mechanics was right there, brother. Fuck. It's just crazy. Yeah. One thing I noticed, I didn't realize how close AJ DeBansa was to oh my God, what's his name? The guy Terrence, the one that passed away like a couple years ago.
Terrence Clark.
Yeah, Terrence Clark. Did not know they were like that close. And then when you see them side by side, I'm like, damn, I kind of look alike, low key. Low key, like if you would have lied and said that was your brother, I would have believed you, nigga. Like y'all like resemble each other like very much. What the fuck? So it was cool seeing like subplot stories and stuff like that. But outside of that, the summer league is everything I expected it to be. I think all of these rookies, they're going to get shut down very soon. But I think the draft class is already starting off very strong. Yeah, compared to like the 2024 where we had the Ricochet versus Alex Horror.
One thing about summer league, I will say, they be showing like people on the like their teammates who come to support them and blah blah. And I'm like, some of y'all should be on this court right now. Like I understand what you're saying, but like I saw Derek Queen. Like I think Derek Queen will be a very good NBA player. You need to be on that fucking court, bro. Like there's some stuff you can improve on, mainly your defense. Same with Jeremiah Fear. Like I thought y'all was good, but like y'all need to be on that court for real.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't start noticing until I saw Talon Horton Tucker one time just dapping niggas up in summer league. I'm like, hold on, nigga.
You should be.
Hold on, nigga. Wait a minute. What the fuck? You could be hooping. Now, does hooping mean like, okay, like play one game and you drop 35 and then we never see you again? Sure. But you need to suit up at least one game, nigga. As a sophomore.
Until you do that, like once you do that, like, okay, cool. We know you're good. You can go back. But if you ain't do that in the summer league, we need to see you do that. Like Derek Queen, if he come back, if he play, he drop 45. Okay, you're too good. That's why I seen people complain like, why isn't Reed Shepherd playing? Like Reed Shepherd, he was too good for the G League. Like that's why
he's dropping 55 in the G League, nigga. Or niggas that was like on
NBA experience. That's why.
Yeah, or niggas that was like on what you call it? I forgot his name. Jared McCain. I was like, brother, he's good.
We just saw what he did. He's okay.
We're good, nigga. We don't have to do all that. But yeah, if you a sophomore, yeah, you need some reps, nigga. And you need reasonable reps, like reps that you would actually do on the NBA court. I don't need do his ass offense from the 15th man on the bench. I don't need do his ass offense. I don't need you looking like Kyrie Irving. We have Kyrie.
With all due respect, play your role, nigga. Like, do what you do in the game.
And do it right, nigga. What the fuck?
Listen.
Don't you dare half-ass that bitch. I don't know.
But no, we have to talk about the final topic, which is very, 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 very funny because Kawhi Leonard almost got away with it if it wasn't for these meddling commissioners and social media journalists and this, that, and the third. But the Kawhi Leonard trade to the Toronto Raptors has officially been put on hold until the NBA finishes investigating the Los Angeles Clippers. He tried to run off. He thought he got away with it.
He thought he could get away. You think it's wise? Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking? Let me know.
I don't like.
They called my nigga. First of all, they called my nigga a madman. First of all, they kept telling that nigga Pablo Torre, don't nobody give a fuck. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Why do you keep telling this information? Why do you keep leaking stuff? It doesn't matter. Hold on, bitch. The evidence is right here.
Yeah.
All he needed was the platform.
And the evidence wasn't even hard to find. Honestly, like if you just sort of looked, you would have seen it.
If you read.
But nah, the Clippers, they ended up putting out a statement. And it's a long ass statement. So I'm going to speed read / paraphrase a lot of it. But they said, for the past 10 months, our organization has fully cooperated with the NBA investigation, participating in interviews, providing documents, facilitating access to our staff, and being completely transparent. On June 30th, we reached an agreement to trade Kawhi to the Raptors, and we've been informed that it can only be finalized if the Raptors ownership group assumes the risk of penalties related to Kawhi's contract that could theoretically result from the ongoing investigation. At the heart of this investigation are Joe Sandberg and Aspiration, which we talked about. We did not funnel money to Kawhi Leonard through Aspiration. We were victims of fraud initiated by Sandberg, who has been convicted of 14 years in prison. We recognize the uncertainty this has created and the impact it has for our team and the Raptors organization. We remain confident that when the facts are evaluated fairly, the NBA will confirm that we have not done anything that we have been accused of. The craziest thing I feel like in all of this is that the Raptors will be liable for if they go through with the trade. That means like the Raptors will have the penalty, like whatever penalty Adam Silver decides to levy on them, it will go to the Raptors, which is absolutely fucking crazy because they've been doing this whole thing for probably a year now, and everybody's found, like Pablo Torre has found out all this stuff. Like Adam Silver just pretending like, oh, we're still investigating. We don't know what went on. Like, yes, we do. Everybody knows. Like, I'm sorry. What's his name? Steve Ballmer. I think he's a cool owner. He seemed like a cool guy. You did that shit. It's okay, bro. You did that shit, though. You got caught. The NBA is trying to pretend like, oh, no, we don't know what's going on still. But it's just like, I just think it's crazy because you're going to push that punishment off onto the Raptors if they do accept Kawhi. Like,
I'm putting my tinfoil hat on right now.
Okay.
Do you think this is just me like throwing darts out? Do you think they are trying to blackmail the blackmailer?
What do you mean by that? Oh, because
when we originally first had this talk, you kind of told me, this kind of feels like blackmail. Like it kind of feels like,
oh yeah, the owner of the Raptors,
he's the owner of the Raptors, X, Y, and Z. And do you feel like it's now a backdoor attempt to blackmail the blackmailer? Like, oh, you trying to blackmail? All right, take this deal if you want to, bitch ass nigga. Now you gonna be responsible for the crimes, nigga.
Low key, because I feel like they did that. I think Adam Silver, he sort of saw the play and was like, hey, man, y'all niggas can't. Like, I see what y'all are trying to do. It can't. So I feel like Adam Silver might have seen the play and like, hey, y'all are trying to just play with my name, which they've been playing with your name this entire time, Adam Silver. Like, your name is very easily played with. Very easily. They feel so safe. They're not afraid of you at all.
Nigga said, I am so safe here. I am so safe.
They feel so safe, Adam Silver. You ain't done nothing to these niggas.
That nigga read the defense like Ed Reed, nigga. He saw that shit. He's like, wait a minute. They doing this on me. ain't trying to do this shit on me, on my watch. I mean, I'm interested on how this ends.
Yeah. Kawhi got retired. Not gonna lie. Kawhi got retired. He's not going to. He got retired.
I feel like the trade is gonna go through regardless. Like at some point, I feel like it's inevitable. I just don't see this nigga Kawhi putting on a Los Angeles Clippers jersey. Like again,
Yeah,
I just don't see it.
Even if the trade doesn't go through, like I don't think he's gonna.
They'll reroute him. Like I don't think. Like I think they're just trying to cut ties because it's just.
I don't think there's any because like no matter where you guys quote unquote reroute him, like Adam Silver's gonna be like, okay, now if they send just for hypothetical, they send him to the Grizzlies, Adam Silver's gonna be like, all right, bet. Once we find out this investigation, y'all are taking the punishment. Or they send him to the Spurs. Once we find out, y'all are taking the punishment. They send him to whoever. Once we find out, like Adam Silver's gonna make whoever takes Kawhi take that punishment. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how this. I really don't know how this is gonna end, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Good play by Adam Silver. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a good play.
I think he wants to suspend Kawhi. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I'm saying like he was like, yo, like the Clippers can't get away from this punishment. They trying to like the Clippers really trying to Brandon Sorsby this shit. They're trying to like find loopholes to like get up out of this. And Adam Silver is just kind of cutting them off and was just like, okay, any team that want to help him, take his punishment. Yeah, you be Jesus for him. You take his sins. You go do it. And nobody's trying to do it. Because nobody loves Steve Ballmer that much. To just, I got you, big bro. you think Steve Ballmer is what's that nigga name? What's it who was it, Dirk or Pooh Shiesty that was like, I need 6 informants. Overstood.
They not. I don't think they like. They don't love Ballmer like that.
They don't love. They ain't love him like they love Pooh Shiesty, nigga. I was looking at that text thread again. I was like,
Nigga was like, when and where? What?
Nigga said, overstood. I was like, whoa. I was ready.
Bro,
I was ready to kill some shit.
The contact names in those text messages, they was like, Freddie, Michael Myers, Jay. I'm like, y'all are just all named after these niggas, bro.
Straight demons, nigga. Yeah, no, they don't love you. They don't love you like the streets love Pooh Shiesty, nigga. I'm so sorry. Bro. You are not safe. You are not safe at all. But yeah, that's all I got from it. They want to suspend him, and I hope they try to find a way to suspend Ballmer. But they got to wait for the investigation to do something. I need some resolve though.
I just like Pablo Torre has given us all the evidence. Like we all know. Did you see because he's been making like this whole the whole series about on his podcast about this whole thing. And one of the things I think it was a couple months ago or something like that, there was a conference that Adam Silver was at, and Pablo Torre was also at that conference. And like Pablo Torre, he like taped evidence of like the fraud underneath Adam Silver's chair before the conference started. Just punish the man, bro. Just punish him.
Do the right thing, my nigga. We're doing a lot.
Greg, I do believe it's about that time.
Bam. Hot take of the week. Jax, what is your hot take?
Now, I've been seeing a little bit of the summer league stuff, and combine that with my bias for the college that I attended. I'm just go out on a limb and say that Kingston Flemings will be a better pro than Darius Acuff. And I'm saying that.
Ain't you say this already?
That was the episode that we didn't drop. Remember?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. But nah, Kingston Flemings will be better than Darius. I think a lot of they're around the same size for sure, but I think Kingston Flemings is a little more athletic. Not even a little, because that nigga's athletic as hell. Yeah. So I think that's going to benefit him for sure. I believe Darius Acuff, he's a better scorer as far as offense, although he past few games that he's done in the summer league, he hasn't really put up efficient numbers. I think his first game he went like 9 for 29 or something crazy like that. But I think Darius Acuff has an easier path to scoring and being like that high scorer. But I think as far as everything else, I think Kingston Fleming is better. Like when it comes to passing, when it comes to defense, because like I said, they're around the same size, but Fleming's is more athletic, and he was a better defender. Like during the whole pre-draft process, people were like, "Oh, he's too small to play defense." I'm like, "What?" I was watching the games.
Yeah,
he can play defense.
Defense, nigga.
I was confused when people were saying that. I'm like, "What are y'all talking?" He can play defense, so that's another thing.
You can't even be a part of Kelvin Sampson's system.
Literally,
You not playing defense, nigga. It don't matter how big you are, nigga.
So that's why I think there's another reason he's going to be better. I think he's in also a better situation than Acuff with the Hawks because they actually have good players. Like respect to the Kings, but you're the Kings,
and that's
so
a playoff
I think, yeah, like the Hawks, they have. He's in a better role, a better situation with them, so it's going to make his life easier and make it easier for him to like improve at a faster rate. I just really do think that Kingston Fleming's will be a better pro than Darius Acuff. I think Darius Acuff will be very good. I'll say that much. I don't think he's going to be bad at all, or he might be bad for the Kings. He'll be good for his next team. 100 when the Kings finally trade him, he's going to be amazing. But right now, I think not Darius, but I think Kingston Fleming will be the better pro. That's truly just what I see.
Even if you think Kingston Fleming was like going to be a bad defender, which he wouldn't, he won't, he won't ever be. Even if you thought that, the Atlanta Hawks spent a decade learning how to cover Trae Young's defensive efficiencies, nigga. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be just fine. Y'all niggas have Dyson Daniels.
And also, like he's small right now, but he's small because he's a rookie. He just got here. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get stronger. Like that's another thing. Another reason his defense is gonna improve as well. And I'm not even saying he's a bad defender because he's not. He's just a little small because he just got here. Let him grow up. He's 19.
Niggas want him to be Davion Mitchell so bad.
Yeah.
Pipe down, nigga. I agree with it. And with Acuff, they better for Acuff situation. He better hope he get traded before that magical number, that magical age.
That's real.
for his well-being. My hot take. I think the Popeyes biscuit has some of the worst PR out of any biscuit ever, bro. Any bread, I think it has the worst PR. That motherfucker is not as dry as niggas want to make it out to be. They be like, oh my God, it's been so fucking dry. Oh my God, really? KFC really need to get the smoke that Popeyes get when it comes to a dry biscuit, bro. Popeyes low key. What?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Who's going to KFC?
You're right.
It don't get the smoke because nobody go to KFC. That's why I don't get the smoke. I do agree with their hot take. People going crazy over Popeyes. It's not that bad. But nobody going to KFC to know, bro.
Touche, my nigga. Touche. I shot that with 20 seconds left on that shot clock, gang. I let that hit open, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. But like you keep seeing like when it comes to the Popeye slander, like I get when it comes to like the customer service and all that stuff you want to compare it to Waffle House. I'm not here to argue that. I'm here to specifically talk about that biscuit when people are like, yeah, I eat the biscuit, no bev. That is not a crazy thing. Well, first of all, I think you need to have a bev with anything that you do. I think with any meal, no bev is crazy. Unless you're dealing with soup or something. Yeah. But for you to specifically be like, oh my God, Popeyes, no bev. Ooh. Yeah, nigga, if you had a Baconator with no bev, it's crazy.
Why'd you go to the restaurant and not get a drink?
That's what I'm saying. A 10-piece from Wingstop, no bev is crazy, nigga. Why was that the combo for you niggas? That's crazy. I think that's a top 3 biscuit when it comes to chicken spots. It might be third. But I think it's a conversation of like best biscuit when it comes to the fast food chicken places. Number 1 for me is always gonna be Church's Chicken's honey biscuit. I think that honey biscuit is fire. Outside of that, I kind of forgot the rest of the biscuits that be out there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of drawing a blank. But all I'm saying is the fact that I'm drawing a blank, that lets me know that Popeyes is a fighting contender.
I would have Popeyes number one, to be honest. I do like the Church's biscuit. Although I ain't been to Church's in a minute, but I would have Popeyes number one as far as biscuits.
I think Church's is like a nostalgia for me. So, but I'm not mad at if anybody saying I'm putting the Popeye biscuit as the best biscuit.
The thing, like the Popeyes biscuit is just the Popeyes biscuit and the Black Air Force are the same thing. Because everybody's like, oh my gosh, the Popeye biscuit is so dry. It's like this. And the Black Air Force, oh my gosh, you must be a this and that and have guns and all. Like, it's just, it became a meme that got a life of its own, and it's stupid for both of them. Because like Popeye, nigga, just eat the biscuit. It's not crazy. And then with the Air Force, just put on the shoe. It's not crazy. Like, it just became a meme. And it's not. It became a meme so much so that's not even funny anymore. It's just like, all right, bro. What other? Is there another joke you have? Because I'm not laughing. Like that's all.
You know what the next joke is? The spicy ass Sprite from McDonald's. Like they'll just keep going.
Yeah, like good one.
Oh. But yeah, that's my hot take. Not too much on the Popeyes biscuit. I'm not gonna call you anti-black, but at the same time,
I'm not gonna call you anti-black.
I'm not gonna call you that because what was the reason? Why do y'all keep talking about this fucking? Why you keep talking about this fucking biscuit? Just eat that bitch. God damn.
Yeah.
But Jackson, any last words?
Man, want to go change your life? Go out, do some life changing stuff. Even though it's like 117 degrees outside, still go outside, touch some grass, do all that.
I heard a quote from TikTok or somebody say that, great minds think alike. That's like one part of a full quote. Like great minds think alike, and I think but the second part is like, but poor minds or simple minds never differ or some shit like that. Basically along the lines of, yeah, great minds do be thinking alike, but also don't be an echo chamber either. Don't be two dumb bitches telling each other exactly either and saying, oh my God, great minds think alike. I don't know. Just food for thought. That and go touch grass and boycott your Peacock subscriptions. We're tired of Love Island. I will be watching tonight. But fuck that show. I'm gonna watch it though.
Worst show ever.
Worst type of show that I will watch. The finale Sunday, I'm watching it too. After Sunday, I'll never watch it again. Yeah. You know what? I'm telling you right now, Jax. This is the last. I won't watch another Love Island episode for the rest of the year. How about that?
All right. It's crazy because you're not serious. Because I know you're gonna watch when they have a reunion or whatever. I know you're gonna watch that too.
We might have to reconvene. Without further ado, we'll catch y'all niggas next week.